lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Tanner Muse there defensively. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Counter play with Jacobs. Down to the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Try and run. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
At the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now to the air. Locke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
42 the Mike, boy, 42. 42 the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Block working out of the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Yeah, screen, 2-18. Chop it. Chuck. Charlie.
Throwing again. Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Mike 42, check.
On 3rd down, Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background. right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1 yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. back around the 8. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out.
25 yards attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. He'll fire one downfield for... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 76 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, it's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. The 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Locke. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to Melvin Gordon. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Ready, set. Check, Mike 42. Watch the curve.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
the 25-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, was and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the...
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Broncos 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Lock to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not
much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Lock. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
To throw his car. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Now Locke, able to get this to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Goes 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Switch. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, go!
On 2nd and 9, Locke. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
36-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Play action. Now it's Locke. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.